What's up, y'all? Macho here. Welcome to Metal Gear Solid 2. As you can see, we're on the Master Collection Edition. I went ahead and made the leap. I went ahead and purchased, so I didn't know that you could purchase individual games in the Master Collection, so I went ahead and purchased this one. I saw another video on YouTube talking about different mods that were available for this game. I'll link that down in the description. But you know, we had such good support on Metal Gear Solid 1. I figured let's just keep it rolling. Let's go straight into Metal Gear Solid 2. A little bit of history, I guess, about the game, and I'll tell you a little bit about the Master Collection too. Prior to loading into the game, you can read like a special booklet that's got all kinds of history about Metal Gear Solid 2, all the games in the series, and then it's got like a full screenplay, which is super great. If you're a fan of the games and of the series, I think those things are worth it to have in this edition. The only reason why I didn't make the leap before is just because, you know, it was an early release and things were kind of buggy from Konami, but modders seem to have figured it out. This game is a direct sequel to Metal Gear Solid. It was released in 2001, so a few years later. It was released in November 2001, about a year after the PlayStation 2's initial release. And yeah, I remember as a kid just reading magazine articles about this game and how awesome it was going to be, the destructible environments, and yeah, it's fantastic. And you'll find, and you probably already know this, and videos about this game are all over the place at this point, but it was kind of a hard sell, and it was hard to win people over initially on release of this game, but I think it's really aged well with the themes and with the different surprises that happen throughout the game. If you know, you know, but if you don't, you're gonna find out pretty soon. Without further ado, let's jump in, and I'll share some more nostalgia maybe a little bit later about owning a PlayStation 2, but yeah, let's jump right into the new game. Getting used to using X now as the confirmation button here. So you have two chapters. You can choose to play one or the other. The right way to play and the right way to see this game is play them both in sequence. If you are a fan of Metal Gear Solid, if you're excited to see this series, excited to see me play through them in the way that I do, which, by the way, nothing special here. There are no European extreme difficulty, no alert. There's none of that. I'm gonna play this casually, as I would have when I played it when it was relevant and when it came out. So that's what you can expect. Sit back, get a snack, get a drink, and enjoy. However, difficulty settings, I think we'll play on normal. Radar type. We'll keep it classic. Radar type 2 doesn't appear during intrusion view. What is intrusion view? I'll keep it classic. Maybe I can change this later.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago. We had classified intelligence that a new type of Metal Gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses had been out in the cold too long.
He's right on schedule. He'll know soon enough.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
The stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed?
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? Look, give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake? Cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please. I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What? Looks like we're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. What's their game? Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
AKS 74U. Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of hair. I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
Looks like the tanker's theirs now. KA-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the KA-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do my best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens. The frequency's 141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Got it.
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
Okay, so we're in the game. A lot going on here. So we're on seems to be maybe a Navy ship that was in control, or that was being controlled by the Marines, but now looks like Russians have attacked and are now in control of the ship. I did notice some funky stuff happening with the codec. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that or not, but game looks a lot cleaner now. For sure. And you notice we have a tranquilizer gun, with which we can put the enemies to sleep. Sleep can last quite a long time. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out a way we can slow walk now. And I was trying to figure out a way to okay. Just getting over the controls here, because we have first person and we can actually shoot in first person. But the way to let that go is to drop the gun. It's kind of jank. But, you know, it is what it is. We're going up. So got him. No way to get further up. That guy's radar signal, he's lower than we are. It's kind of acting up. Yeah, it's all good. We're going to the bridge. I thought there would be another way to go further up, but Is that door locked?
Snake, it looks like that door can't be opened from the deck. You can infiltrate the ship through other doors.
Okay. Yeah, the pictures on the radar or on the codec aren't that great.
Snake, go through that door into the ship's interior. Push the action button down in front of the door and wait until the door opens before letting go. If you need to open the door faster, hit the action button repeatedly while you turn the handle. Make sure you keep doing it until the door's open.
Nope.
Snake.
There we go. Okay, yeah, we just hold the button down and he opens the door. You also notice we are wet. We were wet. We're now dry. And we can, yeah, very slowly push the stick. We can peek. Ooh, fancy. Okay. Is there anything in here? Nope. Ooh. Rations. One thing that can occasionally happen is that from being outside for too long, Snake can get sick. Which will cause him to sneeze and reveal his position. Try to get this correct here. Got him. So you can actually, yep, you can grab the enemy. They don't automatically disappear now, so you grab them and you can drag them into a locker, for example, and hide the body. And they'll be gone forever. It would be outside. I see. Okay, yeah, it looks like there's two of them walking around. I have a feeling I want to take out the one in the back first. Got him. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about, right? The destructible environments, right? You can destroy all of that. One cool thing that a lot of people like is this. You can shoot the bucket of ice, and then as you watch, the ice slowly melts. And shit getting smaller and smaller. This is, you can shoot individual ice cubes, I believe. Yep. Eventually the ice will melt completely away. This was revolutionary technology back in the day. You shoot all these magazines. You shoot the TV. I think these plants can be shot. Yep. So yeah, technology, even a year into the PS2, is crazy. Crazy. And you just think about it, gets even crazier. Because Metal Gear Solid 3 was released also during the PS2. He's suspicious. If you shoot him in the body, it takes longer for them to get knocked out. But one trick that speedrunners use a lot is hit them with a trank and then roll into them to knock them out. That's like instant sleep for these guys. Obviously, shadows playing a part here.
Freeze. Huh?
You can hold a guy up. I don't know if he'll do it. Oh, he doesn't.
Enemy sight. Requesting backup
Hey.
unit.
And then we get caught. Oh no. Eh.
Over there.
Let's see if it'll show. We're evading now.
Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Deploy search team to the port side staircase. Deck B. Increase security precautions.
So there's a search team coming. I wonder if it'll show their searches. I noticed you can't look right immediately up against the locker. And if I remember correctly, the PS2 had these, they were context sensitive controls, but you could really slowly push the button. And same thing with aiming the gun in first person. If you slowly released the fire button, then you could avoid shooting the gun. But You can shoot these fire extinguishers. We're gonna try to sneak up on this guy.
Freeze.
Huh?
We're gonna try to hold him up.
Don't kill me.
Yeah. So you point at his head and he'll shake. And this is how you get a collectible called dog tags. You can get one from a lot of the soldiers in both chapters, and then you have to play all the difficulties in order to get all of the dog tags. So it's pretty extensive, but security camera. Chaff grenade, good for dealing with security cameras. Just getting used to the controls here. No way to go down there. We're just still going up towards the bridge. Oh, hello.
Snake, wait! Don't move!
I see it. Some kind of device on both sides of the hall. Infrared sensors?
Right, and they're linked to...
Let me guess. Semtex.
Exactly. Plastic explosives. If you trip the sensors...
I'll be sleeping with the fishes, along with this entire ship.
That sounds about right. There aren't that many infrared beams. Maybe you can get past those without setting off the explosives. If you need to see exactly where the beams are, you can use the usual method. There's a fire extinguisher over there. Break it open and try scattering some of the extinguishing chemicals.
Who's that? Enemy sighted.
What's going on? Respond. We've lost contact with Deck D. Backup unit, check it out.
Who's that? I got it. Send reinforcements.
Understood. I'm sending a backup unit.
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. 35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat worthy. That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment, without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal...
I wonder who that was. So yeah, you can see these dudes got messed up. Metal Gear's basically ready for combat testing. Let's go see who's outside.
Shalashaska has landed. I'm on my way to the tanker holds. Report your status.
Control room, communications and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's pilot.
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Your part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as death. I have a bad feeling about this mission. You swore this to me, that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete. Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild? You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
Damn it.
Freeze! Hands over your head, now! Toss your gun overboard, slowly. A woman. Show your face.
You men, you're all the same.
Who are you?
We are nomads. Wanderers.
I said don't move.
Americans. So you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too. What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it. Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing. It stopped raining. Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean.
She had a gun and a knife.
And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice, either.
Ooh boy, boss fight. All right, so we're not able to access where she's at. So we gotta make use of.
Since I was born, I grew up on the battlefield.
Good aim.
And victory were my parents. The unit is my life, my family. We've shared everything, all the bad and all the good. I have no one, nothing except the unit. Nothing else matters to me.
You can shoot through these little boxes here. She can't really get to you. Notice she's got 2 health bars.
Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
Oh! And she throws grenades. Whoa. So yeah, you can kind of, it's like a tippy toe situation that you can do. You can peek out up above cover. Ooh, nice dodge. Right, so then she drops the tarp, which you have to shoot out of the way. She gets kind of sluggish once she's low on stamina. Last shot takes her out. Pretty easy fight.
Cipher. Otacon, the ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man,
Who is he?
Sergei Gurlukovich.
Gurlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cipher.
A Marine Cipher T?
No, Army.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was EE.
EE?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap? To lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
All right, so we took out seems to be Olga Gurlukovich. And I think you can actually, yep, you can get her dog tags. Daughter of Sergei Gurlukovich, who, if you remember from our Metal Gear Solid series, was the main point of contact for Ocelot. Where's he going? He's going in circles. Let's try to get a shot on him. Nice. Wet box. Yeah, Sergei Gurlukovich is somebody who Ocelot was going to contact with Metal Gear Rex data. Of course, it never got to that point. We've already seen Ocelot in cutscenes. I don't think Snake or Otacon know that Ocelot is here, but we as the player, we've seen him already. Climbing up to the top of this bird's nest here for a couple of reasons. Get thermal goggles. And I thought there was a way. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Just getting used to the controls here. Yeah, I don't really see it. There we go. So you can hang. You notice we have a grip level. We can actually do pull-ups. And if you do enough, you can upgrade your grip level. I believe it still works. It's not really useful for Snake right now, but it will be useful later. Might be something I do. But anyway, now we're going down into the hold of the ship. Hopefully to get some good pictures of Metal Gear. Got some USP ammo. I don't know if I'll use the USP just because it doesn't have a suppressor attached. Another thing, you can get empty magazines, and you can use these to throw and cause a distraction. And then yeah, we got thermal goggles, much more advanced than the other thermal goggles from Metal Gear Solid 1. But yeah, at this point, we're gonna stop the episode. I'll make a save. Since we're officially in the game, I have to
You want to save, Snake?
worry about that now. I can't just use save states from an emulator anymore.
Snake, you of course know the saying, one for all for one?
What is this all of a sudden?
Oh, I figured you'd need a lot of motivation, so I came prepared. It's from the Three Musketeers. The book, not the candy bar. Anyway, it means that if you go up against everyone by yourself, they'll gang up on you too, I think. Since you're on your own on that ship, you need to take this to heart and avoid confrontations. How was that? Just like the old days, huh?
Almost reminds me of Mei Ling. But you sure you got it right?
Of course. And I'll teach you a lot more of these. You can count on it.
Great.
Yeah, great. Anyway, if you're excited about this series, if you enjoy my videos, you want to see more, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. The Holy Trinity. We will see you all in episode 2.